Hi there, it's Jackie Hill, Fast Forward Therapist. Hi again, thank you for joining me on this next video of Stop Smoking for Life. And I'm going to tackle Hillary's question today, which is about struggling. Before I do, I was just thinking, on my last video I was talking about anxiety. And one of the things I think that sometimes happens when you're struggling with something, that if, again, coming back to reviewing what's going into your body as well, to really take this holistic approach. And I do notice, and in the work that I do with people, that their caffeine level tends to go up when they stop smoking. Now, if this is happening to you, then it's something to think about actually cutting down on, because at the end of the day, caffeine is a stimulant. And what that will do is increase any anxiety that you have, any worries that you have about cravings. It will just raise your blood sugar level and actually tilt you a little bit over in the whole thing around, we're trying to make this effortless. So therefore, you know, how to respect your body and to deal with your body while you're going through the withdrawal symptoms is very, very important. And so therefore, to give yourself the maximum optimization of results here is to think about caffeine level. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've got to stop drinking coffee altogether, because dealing with two addictions can be really, really hard work, especially at the same time. But maybe cut down, or maybe replace, or just to look at that and bear in mind that caffeine actually can be a little bit of a problem, particularly, and it can trip you up. It is a real snag, and it can trip you up and be a problem in dealing with cravings. So I just thought I'd start with that one. Now, struggling. There's a lot of times when we I suppose that we expect things to be really, really easy for us, and really any growth or any kind of change isn't easy. There's going to be a little bit of discomfort. We're going to be that stretching, because you're going to do something else. You're going to stop smoking, you're going to review perhaps your life generally. So therefore there's going to be a period of discomfort. And as human beings, we don't really like that. We prefer to be in our comfort zones where everything's just nice and we don't have to worry about anything, and carry on as like that. But in reality, that doesn't really stretch us. We're meant to get out from these comfort zones, and we're meant to stretch ourselves with challenges. And if you can see that by stopping smoking is a challenge for you, then that's great, and to deal with it in that way. Now, the struggling comes in by your state of mind, because if it's something that you are wanting to do, and really believe that you want to do it, then it's a question of either do it or don't do it. And I find the difficulty lays in the issue of not actually having made that decision. Just recently, I was really challenged by the NLP group that we had out here, and it was an arrow break, and it's a question of putting an arrow, hit the spear of the arrow on this part of your neck here, just above the sternum, that soft bit, and the arrow head bit against the wall. And the idea is that you push against it and the arrow breaks. If you just push against it and don't really intend to do it, then it's a lot more uncomfortable. If you just go for it, the pain is just a moment, but you prolong it if you stay in that area of, oh, well, I won't, or I can't do it, or this indecisive area. So what I'm saying to you, if you've made the decision to stop smoking, then I would suggest to you that you either commit to it totally, or actually don't bother, because at the end of the day, you're going to make it much more easier for yourself if you commit to it totally. If you're not fully committed, you're going to start stop, start, stop, start, and it's going to be more painful. And the whole thing will be more painful because each time that you don't get there, you're going to feel, oh, I've let myself down, or oh, I'm not good enough at this, and all those self-limiting mistaken beliefs that we have will just pile on you. So just make a decision. Make a decision whether it's for now. If it's not for now, it's okay. It's okay. But to make that decision. Now, once you've made that decision, then it's about getting on and doing it. And it's not about trying. I talked earlier on another video about willpower. And really, willpower is just not going to get you anywhere. But an act of will is making a decision and actually just doing it. And in those moments, those weak moments that you have whereby a craving comes on or you're feeling low, recognise it for what it is. If it is a craving that you're really experiencing and you're missing that cigarette, then do something else. Remember, a craving only lasts a few seconds. You can actually do a deep breathing exercise. You can acknowledge the craving and then move your mind off to a positive affirmation. You can do lots of things to get you out of that couple of seconds or that few moments that craving comes on. Now, if it's something that you're really missing about smoking, like a habit, then you know how to change the habits by using the visualization sessions that I talked about earlier and affirmations, and you can make a decision to do that. An act of will is just taking an act of will. It's taking an action. It's not sitting there in that moment of will I, won't I, shall I, shan't I, I'm fighting this, what am I going to do? Because you've already lost the battle. If your head is in that place of struggle, you're going to lose the battle. If you just say to yourself, okay, I'm finding this really difficult, and then as an act of will, do something about it, then the struggle will pass and you will move on. Now, I mentioned an act of will. It could be anything. It could be going off and doing a visualization. It could be writing a diet plan. It could be doing so many different things. And you have to make that effort to do that. And that the effort is just carrying out the action. And you do that by forming an intention. You say to yourself, I am going to do this. Okay, I'm feeling like that, but that is just an emotion. I will deal with this by doing that and just moving yourself on from that situation. Now, sometimes things get so overwhelming and there's such a struggle, and smoking can mask a lot of different things. I mean, so for some people to stop smoking is the easiest thing in the world, and for others it's the hardest. And I've met so many people who have had all kinds of experiences of stopping smoking. And usually I find that the ones that are really, really, really struggling and finding it so hard is not necessarily the ones that have been smoking the longest or the ones that smoke the most or any of those things. It's because their smoking masks something else. There's an underlying issue there that hasn't been resolved or dealt with, and the smoking is just a symptom of that underlying issue. And that is why they can't deal with the smoking, because it's too connected and too engrossed with the underlying issue. Now, if that's the case for you, if you really do feel there's something else going on inside you, why you can't stop smoking, why is it that you cannot stop smoking, and you feel, and you'll know in your knowing, you'll know if this applies to you. If this is resonating with you right now, you will feel it in here. So if there is something like that, then I would say to you, give me a call. Why don't give me a call? Because I work with people all the time with these underlying issues that smoking and any other addiction masks for them. It's something that is just a symptom. And when we deal with what's lying underneath, that problem that has been around, or that belief that's been around for so long, and is just there eating away at you and so unresolved, when we deal with that unresolved issue, smoking just goes away. So do actually come back to me on that one. If you feel you need someone to talk to about that, give me a call, send me a personal message on Facebook, and we can arrange something, and we'll see what we can do. But, you know, don't give up. Don't give up. Well, I wish you well, and I hope you've enjoyed these videos, and I will be back soon on another video. So take care and keep the questions coming in, please, and do let me know how you're getting on. Bye for now.